Welcome Algebra 1 to this review on Unit 3 or Module 3 in Canvas. First two questions are from Lesson 3.1, so they're pretty straightforward. Please follow the directions on this one. I see a lot of students try to solve this equation. All you have to do is just tell whether the given value, right here, the R, whether that is a solution or not. So this is a substitution problem. This is not a solve problem. So we're just going to substitute here. So right here where there's that R, we're going to replace that with the 10. So you can see I have negative 4 times 10 plus 32. Also, you could even do draw your line down it. We're not going to solve here, but just so you can see the two sides of the inequality, that might help you out. I'm going to simplify this side, make it negative 40 plus 32 greater than or equal to negative 12. And then combine those two, and I get negative 12. Is that greater than or equal to negative 12? And this is true. That is a true statement. So yes, it is a solution. For this one, be careful. You do need to define the variable, and very often students will miss this one simply because they don't define that variable. So Sharon has less than 100 miles. So I'd probably use M to drive to Philadelphia. So I would just say M equals number of driven miles. So that's that part of that question. And she has less than 100. So that means the miles have to be less than 100. It doesn't say less than or equal to, or at least 100 miles would indicate the equal to. So those are some things you need to watch out for. But M is less than 100 is all you needed to write there. For question 3, this one we are going to solve. And I didn't give you an easy one for the example just because I want to make sure we cover every possibility here. So this one's definitely has everything we could possibly do. First thing we want to do, identify that inequality and draw our line down it. I see right here I have those parentheses, so that does indicate I want to distribute that 2. So I'm going to distribute that, and I get 2a minus 12. The other side just bring down. I also have, just to add some extra tough stuff here, I've got variables. I've got the a on both sides. So I want to move those together first. 2a is smaller, so I'm going to subtract 2a from both sides. I get 9 plus 7a is less than or equal to negative 12. And now I can subtract that 9 from both sides. 7a is less than or equal to negative 21. Divide both sides by 7. And a is less than or equal to negative 3. So right here, put a closed circle at negative 3, and it's less than, so I'm going to shade below that to the lesser numbers. Number 3 was a hefty problem, but it had almost every type of possibility in it. So I would imagine the one on the test, you're going to start out a little bit easier, not something this difficult. Number 4 is very similar to the one we just did. I'm going to draw my line down there. I'm going to distribute that negative 5. So I've got 100 still. On that side, I've got negative 40. Plus 2 negatives will make that positive 20r. Add that 40 to both sides to get it away from the r. I've got now 140 is greater than, let's see, canceled 20r, and then divide both sides by 20. That will leave me with 7 is greater than r, but remember, before you graph this, you want to reverse that. So R is less than 7. So don't forget to do that, otherwise your graph will be inaccurate. Put an open circle here at 7 because there's no equal sign, and R is less than, so we shade below. Question 5 starts lesson 3.3 with our compound inequalities. So draw your lines down the two inequalities and work from the inside out. Add 5 to all three sides, the right side, the left side, the inside. It will cancel out of the middle, and over here I've got 2 is less than or equal to x, which is less than 8. So when I graph this one, I've got a closed circle at 2 because there is an equal sign on that side. I've got an open circle at 8. The x is between, so x represents all the possible answers, so I shade where all the possible answers are. For these OR inequalities, you actually solve each inequality on its own and just graph them on the same number line. So let's do the one on the left first, adding 8 to both sides, and that will cancel out. I'm left with 3v is greater than 27. Divide both sides by 3, and I get v is greater than 9. Same thing on the other side here, so just solve this inequality on its own. I'm going to subtract the 1 from both sides. Getting 9v is less than or equal to 9. Divide the 9 from both sides, and v is less than or equal to 1. And we're going to bring that word OR down back. So our final answer without the number line would be this one. And then when we graph it here, we've got an open circle at 9, and then v is greater than 9, so we will shade above. So all the values above 9 right there. And for v is less than or equal to 1, a closed circle right here at 1, and then shade below that 1 like that. I'm going to stop right there. That seems like a good spot, so we'll do the rest of the problems from this review in a second video.